Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today about the National Agricultural Library Thesaurus Concept Space, or NALT, and the NALT for the Machine Age Initiative. The NALT currently has nearly 80,000 agricultural concepts. The NALT for the Machine Age Initiative focus is on researching semantic interoperability and innovation for agricultural data knowledge and discovery, while allowing for the human need to, quote, do things my way, and the well-documented history of difficulty in agreeing on metadata standards. NALT for the Machine Age goals are to normalize and connect agricultural data by developing machine-readable data for interoperable, high-quality agricultural concepts, annotations, and knowledge. Linked open data for the semantic web. Each concept in NALT is assigned a persistent URI, Uniform Resource Identifier, that is a resolvable web address and that can return the data in Resource Description Framework, RDF format, via automated tools. Each concept metaphorically goes out into the World Wide Web with its own personal word cloud, so it can link up not only with exact character or letter-for-letter matches, but with related concepts and content, including broader or narrower concepts. Buried within the cloud are the often many more synonyms or alternate and hidden labels that can include a variety of related terms, common misspellings, or out-of-date terms. Mapping to other available data standards or vocabularies can open the linkages up to other communities within the domain or to any number of human languages. In short, the NALT standard for a concept is the machine-readable label URI, but the flexibility that is our human reality is with the word cloud that the label represents. But there are other data standards out there. Isn't NALT just reinventing the wheel? Why would we use NALT instead? This is a sentiment I'm familiar with. Sometimes it is shared with hesitancy so as not to offend my NALT-loving self. The upside of using other standards is that they have already done the work. The downsides that we need to consider are, is the standard open and free for use by everyone? Does the standard use persistent URIs or just unique identifiers? In other words, is it linked open data ready? Is the standard curation stable? If so, for how long? Can you easily monitor the standard for changes that may impact your work? Does everyone in your domain use the standard consistently? How are the concepts applied in practice? Are there more than one standard in use by your domain community? How can we take advantage of existing data standards that we do like? The good news is it's not an either-or choice. You can apply multiple data standards with one NALT URI annotation. Most agricultural concepts and other agricultural or related standards are already in NALT with established URIs. We can map matching NALT concept URIs to the other standards. For the control vocabulary, if they meet our use case, we can use the other standards definitions in NALT and cite them. Conversely, you can adjust select definitions, relationships, or hidden labels in NALT to better suit your needs. You don't need to settle. Why is embracing NALT different or better than using another standard? USDA has been a leader in managing global agricultural knowledge since its founding, and NALT is a part of that legacy. Using NALT establishes a single source of truth for USDA data, a basic tenet of data normalization. Domain experts may use the other standards mapped to NALT, adding flexibility to accommodate human preferences while maintaining a single source of truth. Synonyms or hidden labels can be added to NALT for accuracy and sensitivity in automated tools. Concepts can be deprecated or updated in NALT to keep the vocabulary up to date with research advances. Other reliable standards that are well maintained can be mapped to NALT concepts with tools envisioned to maintain those mapped NALT concepts in sync with select reliable standards. NALT is committed to maintaining concepts and URIs in perpetuity. The federal funding for such a resource may be more stable compared to some open source or other user communities over the long term. NALT is committed to working with research domain groups to enhance the quality and coverage of important agricultural concepts for both research and administrative reporting. NALT is committed to mapping to other important controlled vocabularies and standards identified by domain experts, with over 50,000 mappings currently in NALT. NALT is committed to supporting semantic innovations as part of the NALT for the Machine Age Initiative, which includes enhancing NALT, providing for NALT subschemes to meet specific domain user group needs, such as the pollinator vocabulary. And NALT is committed to developing semantic innovations for knowledge acquisition and discovery through semantic web technologies for data aggregation and published agricultural works. There are many standards out there, and many of them are excellent. Some have stood the test of time while others languish. Some experts may insist on sticking with familiar or internal data management standards that allow them to work with their own legacy and new data, resisting change, even if compulsory. Keeping it minimal or simple is the philosophy applied to NALT for the machine age development efforts, with just enough semantics for successful data interoperability and to optimize curation and computational costs. Thank you.